You're now tuned into the C-Ball Clubhouse Radio Show.
Welcome to the C-Ball Clubhouse Radio Show. My name is Comic Z, and you're tuned in live on our website, www.c-ball.org.
Yeah. Today's January 4th. Today's gonna be lit. Just keep going.
Okay. My name is Wavy J, and today's show is brought to you by DSM Studios, Bronx Delegation, and Mount Hope Housing Company. We're going to talk about sports, fashion, community, and much more. FoFana, tell them what's up.
What's up is I need y'all to stay tuned, but for those who are watching on YouTube, don't go anywhere. We'll be
Right back.
Shout out to the ballers in the clubhouse. Ballers dribble through the court, they cannot guard us. If you didn't know, we on the radio. Or catch us cooking up, so heat up in the studio. Shout out to the racks, they ballin' hard, they doing their best. If you didn't hear of us, then pull up, take a check. Shout out DSM because they working with the best. Working with new waters got me feeling like a vet. It's lit, up in the clubhouse. It's lit, up in the clubhouse. It's lit, up in the clubhouse. It's lit, up in the clubhouse.
This the program that we doing every weekday. Influencing the youth with everything that we say. We keep it 100, speak the truth, you know our facts straight. A show with only teens, so you know we are the hottest thing. With DSM, we get into it like the right way. Monday through Friday, 4 to 6, check out the new wave. Working with the best of the best, so you know the haters hate. Never let it get to us though, cause we on top of the game. Lit, up in the clubhouse. It's lit, up in the clubhouse. It's lit, up in the clubhouse. It's lit, up in the clubhouse.
My fist will connect, see what was on my neck. Cop and tech, you're sure, you cooking the heat. You'll see where you get all the beats. Famous by the Mario, Gina D.I. was good in the streets. I ain't talking about no movies, my man Drizzy talking with me. I got Izzy here finesses, so you know we is in prison. I'm the best at what I do, yeah, you know we speak the truth, it's through the roof. C-Bo never let me down, so you know we not clowns. I'ma ride the show till I reach the clouds. Shut them down. It's lit, up in the clubhouse. 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 People never let me down, so you know we not clowns. I'ma ride the show till I reach the clouds. Shout out to the rack, they ballin' hard, they doing their best. If you didn't hear of us, then pull up, take a check. Shout out DSM because they working with the best. Working with new waters got me feeling like a vet.
This the program that we doing every weekday. Influencing the youth with everything that we say.
Shout out to the ballers in the clubhouse. Ballers dribble through the court, they cannot guard us.
Monday through Friday, 4 to 6, check out the new wave. Working with the best of the best, so you know the haters hate.
It's lit, up in the clubhouse. 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 Let's go.
You're now tuned into the C-Ball Clubhouse Radio Show.
Yup, also check out our social media by connecting with us on Facebook and YouTube at C-Ball League and on Instagram, on Twitter, C-Ball League.
Yeah, and if you would like to give a donation to C-Ball, our 501c3 non-for-profit organization, which supports us and what you see here, please give to our cause. We accept 5s, 10s, 20 or more. Yes, please call us up now at 718-239-9200 so we can shout you out for your donation. And last but not least, we have to give a shout out to our crew behind the scenes as well as our instructors. First, we have our producer, Miss Sunshine with the double I, and our instructors, Miss Sunshine with the double I and FM Woodall.
Yes.
So how was your day? How was your day?
Oh, well, I guess I'll go. Well, my day, it was good for a Monday, I'd say, for myself, yeah. Because, well, I mean, it was calm. Yeah. The only time it was rowdy was in the hallways, man. I was like drowning the crowds. it's like you have to swim in the crowds. There's so many students in the school.
Yeah, a lot of students.
How about your day, Wavy?
My day was good. I don't remember much of it because it's Monday, and I was going through it blindly. But I think it was good. Yeah. I don't know.
My day was good as usual. In class we talk about stereotypes. So, what are some of the stereotypes you guys get on a daily basis or in life?
A stereotype I get.
Yeah.
Your hair is very soft for a black girl.
For a black person.
Yeah, I've gotten that before.
Oh, I got one. What are you doing with your hair?
That's not a stereotype.
No, I just got,
It
yeah, I
can
get
be.
a lot about hair. Like, oh, you can't be fully black because your hair is really soft. And it's just like, I'm not, but like at the same time, you can't
That's
assume it.
stupid. Yes.
So elaborate a little bit on the stereotypes that you learned today so far.
Me? Well, stereotype is like what people assume about you before getting to know you, or assuming things about a group of people like Hispanics, blacks, Asians, Chinese. Yeah, it's about just assuming things that aren't facts.
So how did you feel about the discussion today?
Oh, I felt like I'm used to stereotypes being African, Muslim, black, tall. Like, I get all types of stereotypes 24/7. But it don't bother me. It's just about educating people about who you are. And, yeah, most of the time people assume things is because they don't know. So, we have guests here.
Yes, we have guests.
In the clubhouse.
Yeah, so let's just give a shout out to
Let's clap it
Trey.
up. Yep.
Karina. We have Kenneth. And the last one. Ariana. And we also have Miss Perkinson.
Welcome to the clubhouse.
Yes, welcome.
Do you guys want to tell us about your day? You could turn on the mic.
My day was it was pretty good. You know, the same thing, different Monday. You know, a lot of work to do, but that's life, right? Just do work, succeed.
Yep.
Yeah. If you don't do work, you're not gonna be successful.
Very fast.
Hi, my day was pretty good. I just wanted to refer back to the whole stereotype thing. I'm actually learning that in school. And I think you were right. We just have to educate people.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they grow up with these stereotypes because of their homes and stuff. So, I think the more we educate people and the more we just make them understand that they need an open mind, the more we can grow as a community.
All right, question. Do you think it's easy to educate people to who you are? Because some people are very ignorant, and even if you educate them, do you think it's going to be hard to teach people about your background and who you are, or is it going to be easy to tell the world about who you are?
I mean, it is going to be hard because, like I said before, if they're not open-minded, if they're not willing to look past like the stereotypes, then they're not worth being educated, in my opinion. And then I think it's also a self-satisfying thing because at least you can say, well, I advocated for myself, so,
Yeah.
you know.
What do you think stereotype leads to? Some of the things it leads to.
I think it leads to, like, division in our community. That's about it.
Okay.
You interrogated her.
Tell us your name and how was your name?
My name is Kenan. My day was great. It's a Monday, so I'm happy.
Really? That's the first time. It's great. It's a Monday. I usually hear, oh, damn, I'm sad because it's a Monday.
Nah, not really, because it's like you get back on your grind, so it's like you always look forward to it instead of just sitting down. So.
I need a work this next.
My day was good so far. I'm just happy there's no school tomorrow.
Can't relate.
I can't relate.
Can't relate.
I have school.
I don't got school.
Can't.
I don't know what else to say.
Your day? Wait, she's on the day? I think it's on.
My day was good. I'm excited to be here.
We're excited to have you here.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
And this is so much fun. So thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Wait, where's the skirt?
So this discussion was nice. Let us know how your guys' day was. Let us know in the comments below. We'll be right back. But for those who are watching on YouTube, stay tuned.
Because we'll be right back.
You're now tuned into the C-Ball Clubhouse Radio Show.
To all the ballers out there, it's time for
Okay, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Comic Z, and I'm here with music.
Thank God.
All right, so all right, for number 10, we got "Drip Too Hard" by Lil Baby. And
Y'all can sing it if y'all want.
Yeah, drip
Yeah,
too hard.
if you know the song.
Off this wave.
Oh yeah, we got "Drip Too Hard" for number 10. Number 9, we got "Girls Like You."
Girls like you.
All right, and we
Nobody
got
want to do it with me.
What's
so.
wow?
number 8 is "Wow," which I don't know.
Wow.
Is that new?
Yeah. Yeah. Post
Sorry.
Malone.
Does anybody know
No.
All right, number 7, we got "Happier."
I want you to be happier.
And number 6, you got "High Hopes" by Panic at the Disco.
I hope for a living. Shooting for the sun.
All right, and number 5.
I don't want to do it by myself. Nobody else
Yeah.
want to sing it with me, so.
I don't know
Okay.
this, I'm sorry.
Not you,
No.
FoFana.
Okay.
At you.
All right, number 5, we got "Sicko Mode." Right, I said that right?
Yes.
Out like a light.
Good, no mistakes,
Like a light.
no room for that. Number 4, we got "Thank You." Next.
Thank you. Next.
Number 3, we got "Sunflower."
I still don't.
I heard of that so many times.
Me too.
It's good. It's good.
I forgot.
And number 2, we got "Without Me."
Halsey.
Halsey. I was about to say Hazy.
Blue.
Number 1.
And number 1 is "7 Rings," Ariana Grande.
As she should be. Thank you.
I feel like I'm the only one that don't.
Like that song?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a nice song.
And that's what wraps it up about. That's what wraps it up with music.
I know. Well, Janie's gonna collaborate on the
Oh.
weekend too.
Okay.
Well, maybe not.
So, Empire star Jesse Smollett attacked in Chicago and suspect hate crime. The star of Fox musical drama Empire was attacked in Chicago early Tuesday morning, January 29th, in what police believe was a hate crime. According to a statement from the Chicago Police Department obtained by Billboard, the 36-year-old actor was leaving a restaurant around 2 o'clock a.m. when 2 unnamed suspects began yelling racial and homophobic slurs at him. The Chicago Police Department received a report of a possibly racially charged assault and battery involving a cast member of the television show Empire, reads the statement. Given the severity of the allegations, we are taking this investigation very seriously and treating it as a possible hate crime. The suspects, who had not been arrested at press time, then reportedly attacked, punching him in the face and pouring an unknown chemical substance on him, according to police, who said that at some point during the attack, one suspect wrapped a rope around his neck. The two suspects fled the scene and transported himself to he transported himself to Northwestern Hospital, where he is reported to be in good condition. Yes.
I don't believe that.
What do you mean you don't?
Chicago. It's Chicago. Like 2 a.m. in the morning. Who's gonna carry around bleach? Bleach. Look, listen. Bleach in the snow. Who's gonna notice you when it's cold? You bundled up. And first of all, he said they threw bleach at him. Bleach freezes up into snow at 20 degrees. It was below -0, so it's impossible. And when he didn't go to the hospital, so he made that bruise stuff by himself. He didn't go to the hospital.
So you're saying he made up the whole entire thing?
He made it up. There was no what's it called, camera. And he said he was on the phone with his manager. They told him to give up his phone. He said no.
See, but you didn't
Nah,
listen
I don't
to the
believe it.
latest
I still don't
news.
believe
That
it.
was the beginning. But he gave it up afterward. He said he didn't want to do it right away because I believe he didn't have the proper people in place. That's like, for example, you were attacked in a racially motivated incident, right? And now the officers are saying, give me your phone. And you don't have your manager around, you don't have your lawyer, you don't have your attorney. You're not gonna want to give your phone just to the officers like that. You want to have somebody that either witness that you gave the phone, because right now you're feeling as though everybody's not
turning against
for
you.
You know what I'm saying? So if that happens, and you know how the cops are, everybody has their thing about cops, everybody has things about people that's doing things that's not right. So if you went through that and then somebody says, if officers give me your phone, you're not gonna give it right away. So he waited. He said he waited, and then later on he did give the phone. He did give it up. So
I don't believe that.
No, I believe that did happen, and everybody was saying, why would you not believe that? Why would he?
Why would he make that up?
Why would he even want to make something like that up? Like why?
A lot of people make stuff up.
But why?
But why him at that time, at that moment?
But not to that extreme. Nobody wants to be.
Have you been around
yes, Ms. Perkins. She wants to say something.
Hi, I'm with you. I'm kind of feeling like there's some loopholes in that story too. And I met Jesse. I have a picture with him. He was really nice and sweet. And I really hope, not that I hope that it's true, but I hope that he's not telling a lie about the situation. But it just seems like everything doesn't add up. And it seems like you did some research on the bleach situation.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, So I don't know.
Well, so wait a minute. Let's go back to the situation.
Bleach.
So what are you saying? You're saying basically if somebody threw bleach on you, it turns into what?
Okay, so they did an observation with what he was saying. So they didn't automatically say, oh, he's lying. So the water, when you throw hot water in the air and it's 20 degrees, it
turns into a
yes. And they said Clorox, they observed that when they threw the Clorox in the air, it was 20 degrees and it froze up. But in Chicago at that time, it was below -0. So there was that's impossible. And he didn't go to the hospital for no broken ribs. When he was on FaceTime with his manager, he only had a scratch.
Well, recently, just the other day, he did a show. They said that, he did a show and he mentioned he wanted to get some of the stories straight because he was saying that a lot of people were making up stories and saying with the ribs thing that wasn't true. And he cleared it up. He said, I did not break my ribs. He said a couple other things that people said that happened that was not true. And so he never said he broke his ribs. He said he never said that. That was the media making things up. But as far as with the bleach thing, I understand what you're saying, but it depends on how far. What if they were right in his face and they just threw it? Yeah. You telling me it would still freeze up if it was at close range?
Yes.
I'm just trying to find out because if it was close range, maybe it didn't get to turned into poof or whatever. Maybe it was at a distance.
Maybe still
But if they
liquefied.
were right up on him and they threw it, I'm just wondering.
2 a.m. though, bundled up, is mad cold below. You going to summer?
Now, I just feel he could have been targeted because he would that happened around where
No,
he
because
lived.
they
So
looked at the
somebody
camera
could've
near his
watched it.
house. They looked at the camera near his house all the way like 5 blocks
But they
of
have
camera
2
footage.
people that they still trying to question. So there were 2 people that was there. They may either have been the ones that did it, or they may be the ones that saw it. But there were 2 people. If you could see on the news, they show these 2 people that was around that time. I think that he probably was targeted. I think that somebody was watching, and that's where he lives, and they wanted to attack him in some type of way.
I'm not saying he's not being attacked. I'm just saying I feel like it's dragged.
I don't know, because I don't feel that's all. I don't know what kind of publicity you want to get from that if he made it up, but we'll stay tuned to that story.
Miss, what publicity do white people get when they say black people attack them out of nowhere?
I don't know. What?
Exactly. Anybody could do it.
I know, but I'm just saying, if you're saying that he made it up, I'm trying to figure out what would be the purpose of him making up such a story. That's what I'm saying.
What's his motives?
What? Yeah, exactly. If you think he made it up, then it has to be a motive. And what's his motive? Why would he put that?
Well, we have someone.
Okay,
Clubhouse.
All right.
So, I think he'll do it for like a publicity stunt, cause like you said, he's in Power.
Empire.
Empire. My fault. Yeah. So, probably it's to advertise his like employers or
like just to promote himself.
I mean, why would you want your reputation to be that way? Like, even if it is so-called publicity stunt, why would you want to tell the whole world that all of this happened to you, or have people know that something bad like this happened to you? Like, that doesn't create a good audience, number one. And then, I'm not saying he told the whole truth, but I don't think everything's a lie, because you're not going to put yourself on the line and then ruin what your reputation already has. Like,
yeah, that's one, and then they saying that he had a noose around his neck, But like I'm saying, even whether I believe it, but if y'all are saying that.
No, I'm not saying it didn't happen to him at all. I'm saying something happened, but I feel like there's been stories put in place.
Yeah, it might be over-exaggerated.
Because
that could happen.
Well, that has nothing to do with usually the person. Sometimes that's the media.
Yeah,
the
media
has
is not
a way
always
of
accurate.
making up all types of things and fabricating stories, in which he had to come out on 2 occasions and to correct it. So he did correct it. Yeah, sure.
We have someone in the clubhouse.
I think that's a good point that you bring out, because even with this new situation with 21 Savage, and they said that he was from the UK, and then I found out later that he's not from the UK, but he's from an island called Dominica.
Okay.
So that was the media
Dominica.
Making up a story.
Making up,
And that's what I don't know.
right, like a partial truth.
That's
So
right.
yeah, it was like a British-ruled country, but he's not from the UK per se. I'm thinking like, he came from like Europe. So
Yeah, exactly.
So, to speak on that, I'm from Dominica,
Okay.
and we gained independence already. So we're still not under the UK. So I don't understand what the big problem is.
Yeah, well, what would that be? Like, I'm curious about that particular story, because just because he's from there, like, what are they saying? Like, he has to go back? Like, is he here illegally? Like, what's the whole point in that?
No,
Like,
based on what I researched, because I knew he was from Dominica before, like all the media and stuff. So basically, his mom is from Dominica. That's what I learned. That his mom is from Dominica, but he was born up here. That's what I learned. So based on my research.
So his mom was born there. His father may have been born here, maybe, right? So there should be no reason why he can't be here.
Yeah, because it's like a situation with me. My parents were from over here, but I was born here, so I don't know.
Yeah, so you won't have no problem dealing with that. So I don't understand that either. So yeah, well, hopefully the Smollett story won't. Well, I hope it's not a hoax, but I understand what y'all saying. It is some people do fabricate things just to be in the public eye, but
Don't matter if he's from Empire. Don't matter if
I just feel that that's a crazy story to make up just to get publicity. But
People
I know
crazy.
people do that, but I'm hoping that he's not one of them, because at the end of the day, after
His
the
image looks
investigation,
bad.
they see it's not true. They're
Yep.
gonna tell the truth. The officers of them we're going to do their report, they're going to say, look, we found this, to be a lie. And that's going to make him look stupid. So either way, they're going to get down to the bottom of it, I believe. Because that's wasting a lot of people's energy and time to look into something that somebody made up. So.
Hop over. Okay. James Ingram. What?
Ingram.
Okay, him. Grammy-winning and chart-topping R&B singer dies at 66. Okay. All right. James Ingram, who collected 2 Grammy Awards and a pair of #1 Billboard Hot 100 hits over his decade-long career, has died at age 66. The news was shared via Twitter by Ingram's friend and creative partner Debbie Allen on Tuesday, January 29th. There are no details yet about when or how Ingram died. I have lost my dearest friend and creative partner, James Ingram, to the Celestia Choir, Allen tweeted. He will always be cherished, loved, and remembered for his genius, his love of family, and his humanity. I am blessed to have been so close. We will forever speak his name. Okay.
I know y'all never heard of James Ingram, but that was from my era, and he was a very, 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 very talented singer. And he wrote songs. He used to be in a group back in the day, and he had a lot of hit songs from that time. He has a voice that kind of stood out. He did a song, I don't know if you ever heard his song called The Secret Garden. It was a slow song. It has Barry White in it, Al B. Shore, El DeBarge. I mean, it had like every great R&B solo singer from, I believe, the 90s, from about the 90s era. And they did a collaboration with Barry White, which is a great, and his voice, he did like a little note with his voice, though. So when he did that, that's how you know it's him. Like, everybody has their own little thing with their voice that you can tell who they are. And you can hear a voice like, if you know your Trey song, you can tell his voice.
Yeah,
over.
I can.
Well, James Ingram had a voice that when you heard him sing, you know that it's him no matter what. You can always single him out. So he was a very talented man, and his voice will never be replaced. No one can sing like James Ingram. So that's
fun fact.
That's a great loss.
Rest in peace to him.
Yes.
My condolences goes out to his family.
Yes.
So?
Oh.
Wait. Also in music, Trey Songz and Chris Brown dropped a video this morning. Okay, now that was music. I'm sorry.
Leave it at that. What kind of video they dropped?
A video together, a music video?
You don't know the name of it?
She's a fake fan.
No, I'm not. Okay, I'll come back. Oh.
Okay,
Chi? That's what it is. Yes, that's what it is.
The name of the song is called Chi Chi?
Yes, it is.
What?
What? I don't know.
Oh, Kiki. I'm getting
Kiki. He said Chi Chi.
Oh,
my God. That's Kiki.
Because I'm like, what is she
So Drake says Kiki, and this one's song is called Chi Chi.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That was a nice video.
Okay, so wrap up your segment.
Wrap up your segment.
So I guess I'm rapping.
That is his segment.
Okay, now you see we're in the loophole. Okay, anyway. This is Comic Z.
With music.
Who's next? It's FoFana here, back with fashion. So as you guys know, we were talking about last week about not having enough inspiring black business owners, and how we like to buy other people's brands that really don't respect us and our culture. Like, for example, Tommy Hilfiger. I buy his things, don't get me wrong, but he's a very disrespectful person.
Oh.
He says the wrong things.
Yes.
So just like when he said his clothes wasn't meant for black people, and Jordan's as well, he said his clothing line was not meant for black people, and he said some very hurtful things about black people. So yeah, these are 6 inspiring black-owned T-shirt companies. One of them is called Chain Gang Supply. From a Bon Toy brand, so obviously it's a group of people that know each other. Chain Gang, it's a tongue twister. Supply is the brainchild of a group of talented young men in Jersey. The vision and creativity of these young men drives the passion of Chain Gang. So these are three black men that has their own company. It quotes, I've personally watched from the sideline and growth of this company, and it's inspiring to say the least. Offering options from both men and women, Chain Gang Supply is the perfect option for the creativity minds in your family. You can find them on social media at 9SupplyKO and on Instagram, 9SupplyKO. I mean, CO, not KO. Number 2, they're founded by Nicole Greer. Feminine Funk filled a major void in the plus community. So this is for plus size women, people with huge figures, beautiful figures, and fully shaped and nice and okay, let me stop.
Okay.
Fun, humorous, and edgy t-shirts. Their designs are influenced and inspired by women of all shapes, colors, and sizes, fashion trends, all things weird and unique, all things fierce and fabulous, and artists on all levels and genres. Feminine Funk wants women around the world to celebrate their true self through their witty and powerful statement, all with newest fashion trends in mind, one t-shirt at a time. You can find them on social media, on Facebook at Feminine Funk, and on Instagram as well, Feminine Funk. Okay. Be sure to give companies a bit of support. Small Businesses Saturday is about showing the love and support for these companies, and we do for major brands. If you're looking for t-shirts that you would be proud to wear and slay all day, I hope you will look to one of these companies first. So what do you guys think about black-owned businesses?
That's good.
Come
To
on.
support
Come on.
our fellow people.
It's very empowering
Yes.
In what way?
in a positive way because usually people.
You're not getting off that easy. What you mean in a positive way?
Okay. All right, let me speak. All right. It's in a positive way because so like based off what we talked about before, how black people are getting categorized, like we're being seen more of gangster or something negative, like a negative background. But at least we now know that there's actual black people that are doing positive things and building the world a better place.
Yeah. Do we have a comment in the Clubhouse?
Yeah, because I feel like you just brushed aside all the African American designers or anybody that's actually advocating for us too. Like when you think of Virgil and Kanye both interned on the Louis Vuitton, right? Now, if they didn't take it upon themselves to be okay, their road wasn't easy for them. Like they had to go against racism and all that. Like they're still going into communities, going into Africa, giving away shoes. Like you see, Kanye gave away a whole lot of 200 pairs of cream Yeezys to I forgot what exact country. I think it's Senegal. Senegal, and you're African. No?
Yes, I'm West African.
Yes, so I thought you should bring that up too.
That's not the problem. The problem is that we as human beings love to give out our money to people that don't respect our values, okay? We give money to people that would like to disrespect us and talk about our culture any type of way, but we still go for, we'll be the first one in line to pay for their brand, to pay for their marketing. The big businesses I don't know, like I said, tell me, Nike disrespect us every day, but we still come forward and pay for their merchandise. Yeah, and I feel like America pushes those companies in our faces and I know there's a lot of black businesses, but America doesn't push black businesses forward as they push white businesses in our face. So we don't really know, even if Versace was owned by a black person, you think America is gonna sit us down in the classroom and tell us, oh, these are black-owned businesses? They want us to be in the back, not in the front.
I kind of.
It is true, and it is true.
I kind of disagree with when you said Nike, because I mean, even though Nike does, like maybe one case happened. However, the Colin Kaepernick, they did a protest, like they had his face on the billboard, I think, right? Am I right? So yeah, they used him, and he was actually supporting black people by kneeling down during the national anthem. So I mean, you can't just say that they're just negative images.
Now, to support what you just said, right?
Yep.
Now, Colin Kaepernick, and he's white. He's not white, but he's like lighter skinned.
Is he mixed?
He's mixed.
Now, you said Nike. Nike endorse black athletes. That motivates other young African American youth to aspire to be like them, because now it's not only a white playing field anymore. You have players like Melo, that signed to Jordan. He released the shoes. Michael Jordan, like, we have the most influential shoe right there by a black athlete that's taken over the streetwear. All the white brands, like, that want to come up can't come up because Jordan's a black, basically initiated brand, took over. So that motivates other young African Americans to aspire to take over the field even more. Like we have Pharrell, who has Human Races with Adidas. That's also like aspiring more, because I'm into fashion, so I know a lot. That's why when you I disagree with what you said totally, because there's African Americans that actually advocating for us even more.
Yeah, I know, like Tommy Hilfiger, but what about somebody like him, like Tommy Hilfiger, that disrespect us, and he's that's a black-owned business. What would you say about the people that disrespect us and they're black? So they saying, so basically they saying, oh, my stuff is not for black people because I don't think they could earn it. I don't think they could afford my shoes. So it's for white people, it's for that type of minority, not for black people, Hispanics, and stuff like that. What would you say about those type of businesses?
Well, me, I'm a straight up person. I'll show you I can do something, regardless of what you think. But me, I personally wouldn't. I don't shop at racial brands owners. Like I don't shop at Tommy. Like Jordan, you never hear Jordan talk about. Like you say, everybody has Jordans,
interview
but you never hear
saying that he
said, listen.
Yeah. He did.
He didn't exactly say. He said he's markets it for the higher class, but the lower class is stepping up. The middle class is not getting it. It's us who gets it.
Who are we?
Lower class.
The lower class.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day,
there's no middle class.
If it was for the lower class, right? Why would he put us as the lower class and put his prices so high?
No, at the end of the day, he didn't specify who was the lower class, right? Because there's
minorities.
People,
who are the minorities?
There's white people that lives worse than how we live.
Yeah,
so
I know that.
We choose to label ourselves as minority.
Exactly.
We choose to label ourselves as a minority.
There's some white people who are there too. I agree. White people are lower class too.
There's people, for example, 50 Cent. I would just say 50 Cent. He has students going to Harvard to come work for him, and mind you, he didn't graduate from high school or college. But he have people with the highest degrees coming to work for him and make him money. You know what I'm talking about? And they don't look like us. They don't look like us. They're Caucasian, been in books all their lives, to make another brother more money than their parents probably had.
You see what you just told me now? Why doesn't school portray those type of stuff in our faces, in black people's faces, and tell this is what your people is doing? Instead of they tell us what the white people is doing, and they're not telling us what our colored people is doing for our community and how big we are. Why don't they tell us about us instead of the white people?
You see what we're doing? Remember, it wasn't always like this. We never used to go to school with white kids. We had to advocate for ourselves. So now it's taken a process. Now we see Virgil Abloh, Pharrell, all of them. They're going to have to. They don't have a choice. That's why I'm saying, like, it's gonna take time. We can't get it right now, but it's gonna come at the end of the day.
Yes.
And to answer your question, I feel like, you know how you were talking about how they don't show us the African Americans and like they're doing a lot of things that make them great. I feel like it's our duty to actually research these type of stuff, you know. Like we research a lot of stuff about fashion, you know, the NBA and other stuff. But I feel like the stuff that we need to know is the stuff that we don't research. I feel like that is what makes us, like, you know, prosper, you know.
How would you say, how do we portray for ourselves? How do we have a voice?
How do we have a voice?
Let him talk. Yeah.
Like what you mean, how do we have a voice?
Okay, you see how I'm gonna go back to slavery time, right? So back then, we in the schools they told us that there were white inventors that invented tables, phones, and all of that. But what they don't tell you is that the people that actually did those things were black people. But we wouldn't know that because the white people, we didn't have the supplies to go to the, I don't know what it was called. It was like a court system where whoever goes with their inventions first are the ones that could put their label. Yeah, the patent on. Yeah. So how are we supposed to put our business out there when there's somebody in front of us telling us, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, because there's somebody in the system that's controlling us and what we do.
I just do it.
There's a lot of ways to like advertise those type of facts, you know. The fact that the black people that made stuff like that, you know. Like there's a lot of YouTubers out there, there's a lot of Facebook entertainers, Twitter entertainers, you know. There's a lot of people that entertain people, you know, about other things. But if they really wanted to decide to actually inform people about the fact that black people did do that stuff first, there's always a way to do that, you know.
How do we make the school system let our children know? I got nieces and nephews. How would the school system let them know that there's great people out there like us that has their own skin color?
Well, it depends on the teacher.
Let him talk.
Oh, wait, I want to go? Okay. So, I mean, it really depends on the teacher or where you go. Because, I mean, I know, like, most stuff about African American that they don't really teach you because I have a nice, caring teacher. For social studies, U.S. history, I learned it. So, like, I learned that, like, there were some voices that wasn't really known. And it was, like, foreshadowed by people that were white in, like,
because do you think the school system is rigged? That's why you haven't learned some of those stuff?
Well, I mean, yeah it's rigged because it's all connected to the government.
Okay, it's been rigged for over 100 years. So what do you think this will be different? This time and era will be different from 100
more
years
people. That's what I was gonna say.
There's always room for improvement.
We have a speaker.
So the thing, I would say they don't have a choice anymore because there's millions of African Americans going to college that's going to get their jobs once they retire. So at the end of the day, it's going to get implemented because we have more people aspiring for the same things we're talking about right now. So they have no choice to fight it.
Oh yeah, for you.
And we have a lot of black. I could see that people here are very open-minded and they know their stuff. But there's some black people out there that really don't know a lot of things. Like they don't know all the black inventors. Why you think that happens? Yes, it's easy to put it out there, but people are not out there. People don't do their research. The only research they have is the school resources. And if we don't have the school resources about our people, how are they gonna get it?
Like I said before, like I feel like if we're gonna learn those type of, like my father, he knows way more about all of this type of stuff more than I do. You know, he researches it all the time. You know, because it's like a high form is what he wants to do. You know, some people just get tired of being lied to by the media, by the government, stuff like that. So he took it into his possession to actually just go and research it. You know, I feel like if they want to know like the history and stuff like that, they have to research it. There's no other way around.
And also, wait. Oh, wait. All right.
Can I add to that?
Yes.
Also, you know, I was raised in a whitewashed education system, meaning, you know, all the textbooks was information on all the things that people who were white did, and you only found out about Martin Luther King and, Rosa Parks, and that's it. And it's funny because every February when we are in Black History Month, then you always see, like maybe on social media or different places, like a list of like 50 Black inventors. And it's like, well, why isn't this in the textbooks? Why do we have to wait for February to come around? And so it's true, we do have to rewrite our history so that our history is out there all the time, not just in February, because even sometimes I'm shocked when I'm like, what? This person invented the cell phone, or this person invented this, and it's like, right, we don't know that. And so then because the information is so limited and I only see it once in a while, it's almost makes me question, like, well, is all this information true? Because, you know, you can't believe everything now on social media. So it's just like, yeah, we need to rewrite our own history.
Yes, we do.
We have another comment in the Clubhouse, no?
Oh wait, but then I always just want to say one last thing. So what you said before, how do we, your question, how do we go past like someone above us?
Yeah.
So like for example, I mean, I'm gonna just say this: I want to be a YouTuber, and I'm still working on it. So I mean, in that sense, I mean, it's kind of going off a little bit, but it's there.
Yeah.
So to do that, it takes a lot of work. Yeah, it takes work, and also you need to be motivated. You need to find things. But once you start and you have your people, your community is always important to build a community. It's always good to have your friends, have your family to support you. The more support you have, the more knowledge you gain. The more knowledge you gain, and the more higher you become.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to add that.
My comment, just to wrap it up before we go to the next topic, is in regards to everything y'all saying was correct on how we've evolved to this point. In regards to Nike and all of these other companies that also support African Americans and things like that, the whole point that I guess FoFana was trying to say, which I'm getting, is that usually, like for example, Nike's a white-owned company, but they're marketing Black players. So that's the issue that we have, because we have a lot of celebrities that have a lot of money, and if they come together and create their own line, where it can be like fully Black owned, then we can get the majority out of it, because at the end of the day, a white man sitting in the back making billions of dollars off
That's what I was trying to say.
The African American ball players, after all the ball players, football players, he's getting paid because that's his thing. At the end, he has Michael Jordan, or he has Carmelo in the pictures, but he's the one that's getting the back end of it. And we need to get to that level where we're our own entrepreneurs, where we're doing businesses like that, or we're creating sneakers like that, where it's Black owned from A to Z. The conversation came up, the reason why we kind of doing a part 2 with Black owned shirts was one of the hosts, Wavy J, brought up the Thrasher t-shirt. And it was told that everybody didn't know that Thrasher is basically a surfboard company or whatever. Skateboard. And it's like a white company, white-owned company. And a lot of people don't even know the background. They just see it and they see it's hot because everybody's wearing it. Now, I know you may know.
We're talking about everybody.
We're not talking individually. We're talking as a whole, because I've seen it. I've seen people rock it. I've seen artists do it. So right now, I'm thinking of it just me. Oh, that's a hot shirt because everybody's wearing it. But I don't know that it was a skateball shirt. I didn't know that it was a white-owned business, a Black-owned. All I know is that it's hot. I want it. But we need to become more mindful of where it's coming from and what we're supporting, because a lot of times we don't think. We just see what everybody's doing. That's the thing. Let's just do it. But I think if we become more mindful of where it's coming from, we can start supporting each other instead of supporting a lot of these businesses that some of them, not all of them, some of them are racially motivated. Like some of them don't really want us wearing their stuff, but we're wearing it because it's hot. But yet behind the scenes they're like, damn, I wish they never, I don't even know why these rappers wearing my shirt. You know what I'm saying? So let's just be mindful. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, I agree, because I feel like, we see, in the big picture, you see there's a lot of Black people smiling, oh, it's Black owned, but at the end, if you go back in time, not back in time, but if you see deep in the company, there's always a white man behind it. There's always a white man controlling the money. So we need a company where it's just fully Black. Like, you go, who's handling the money? The Black man. Like, we need Black-owned companies. We're not saying we don't like white people. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying we need a title, okay? We need something to represent ourselves.
And that's why I also mentioned the schools. Because, like, we know the school system is kind of
corrupted.
if we start building our own schools where we can start educating the way we're supposed to be educating about our history, then that would also create change in the next generation. Because we learning as we go along, we're learning, but our young kids are still being brought up with that same crazy mentality, and we gotta keep no, that's not true, no, black people made this, or, you know, a Hispanic person made that, or whatever, we're not getting acknowledged, and they're still going through the same system. So sometimes we need to start creating our own schools where we can start really educating them on the real history of how things were, so that our younger kids would grow up knowing the truth about things, because we're moving into, if you don't realize, we're moving into more of I would say, a political age right now, where we're becoming more aware, and now that we're becoming more aware, as you see, it's a lot of fights and people are protesting. We're in this era again, and as you see, it repeated itself, like from the 60s. It's like we're going back right into that era, because right now we have to fight for everything because of this president. It's like this president is bringing us years back with the things that he's saying and the things that he's doing. He's motivating a lot of these old groups that was kind of dormant. He's waking them up. He's waking the KKK up again. He's waking up these racist motivated things against homosexuals and the LGBT community. Because of the comments he's making out of his mouth. He's causing a whole lot of stuff. So now we have to come out and we have to say, no, we're for this or we're against. Because if we don't come out, this world is about to go real. It's about to get real crazy right now. Dang, Kenny.
Now we're back to the skateboarding brand, fashion. African Americans are now not now, but we've been infiltrating the skateboarding scene for now, like BMX, like Nigel Sylvester. He's a New York native. He's from I think it's Queens or Brooklyn, one of them.
Yeah.
And he's actually signed by Nike, and he dropped his Jordan ones. As you know how Jordan's a black entrepreneur.
I mean, that's what they tell you. Yeah.
In so much in so many different worlds, that African American BMX rider, and there's not a lot in this world because it's like a white sports, skateboarding, skating, and that type of stuff. But now we're starting to advocate for ourselves and show that, we're showing up for ourselves, and that's what we have to keep doing in order to make progress. And at the end of the day, even though we see it, we're not supposed to come off as aggressive. We should just be productive and humble. And that's how I see it.
Of course. But we need to be aware, and that's why I'm glad this conversation took place. Y'all did a good job. All right, now.
You have another comment?
Right,
No.
There we go.
That was FoFana with fashion.
Who's next?
It's over.
Who's next? Don't have time for who's next.
It's 5:50.
Okay, so then we go to a commercial.
Commercial break.
Okay, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
You're now tuned into the C-Ball Clubhouse Radio Show.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about.
All right.
That's not me.
So we'll let you know where you can reach us on social media. You can reach me at Jenny4_life on Instagram.
You can find me on Instagram at Aisha Jolie.
You can find me on Facebook as Isaiah Ferguson.
I wish we had more time, y'all, but it's time to go. We want to thank our C-Ballers for tuning in and hanging out with us in the Clubhouse. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for Topic Tuesdays. I'm Wavy J.
I'm FoFana.
Comic Z.
And we're
Peace.
out.
We're out.
clubhouse. Ballers dribble through the court, they cannot guard us. If you didn't know, we on the radio. But catch us cooking up, so heat up in the studio. Shout out to the racks, they ballin' hard, they doing their best. If you didn't hear of us, then pull up, take a check. Shout out DSM because they working with the best. Working with new waters got me feeling like a vet. It's lit, up in the clubhouse. It's lit, up in the clubhouse. It's lit, up in the clubhouse. It's lit, up in the clubhouse.
This the program that we doing every weekday. Influencing the youth with everything that we say. We keep it 100, speak the truth, you know our facts straight. A show with only teens, so you know we are the hottest thing. With DSM, we get into it like the right way. Monday through Friday, 4 to 6, check out the new wave. Working with the best of the best, so you know the haters hate. Never let it get to us though, cause we on top of the game. Lit, up in the clubhouse. It's lit, up in the clubhouse. It's lit, up in the clubhouse. It's lit, up in the clubhouse.
My fist will connect, see what was said on my neck. Cop and tech your shot, you cooking the heat, you'll see where you get all the beats. Famous by the Mario, Dina D.I. was good in the streets. I ain't talking about no movies, my man Drizzy talking with me. I got Izzy here finesses, so you know we is in prison. I'm the best at what I do, yeah, you know we speak the truth, it's through the roof. Sibo never let me down, so you know we not clowns. I'ma ride the show till I reach the clouds. Shut them down. It's lit, up in the clubhouse. 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 Sibo never let me down, so you know we not clowns. I'ma ride the show till I reach the clouds. Shout out to the rack, they ballin' hard, they doing their best. If you didn't hear of us, then pull up, take a check. Shout out DSM because they working with the best. Working with the waters got me feeling like a vet.
This the program that we doing every weekday. Influencing the youth with everything that we say.
Shout out to the ballers in the clubhouse. Ballers dribble through the court, they cannot guard us.
Monday through Friday, 4 to 6, check out the new wave. Working with the best of the best, so you know the haters hate.
It's lit, up in the clubhouse. 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 Let's go.